In this video, we're going to take a look at adding an EBITDA calculation to our profit and loss in Phocas financial statements. This is going to use two functions within the product, custom calculations and custom account groups. The first thing that we need to do is split out our interest, taxation, depreciation from our operating expenses and then do the EBIT calculation. So the first thing that we're going to do is edit our profit and loss. So I click on the star and I select statements. I select my profit and loss and I create a new group by clicking on the green plus in the top left-hand corner. The new group is going to be called interest, taxation and depreciation. Once I've done that, I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to assign the relevant accounts to that group. So I click on the accounts button at the top of the screen and I start searching for my accounts in the top left-hand corner. Let's start with taxation. I select the taxation accounts that are relevant. I click on the drop down and I select my grouping. Next, we'll do depreciation. I select my accounts again. I select the appropriate group. And finally, let's have a look and see if I've got any interest accounts in here. We don't have any accounts labeled interest in this data set, so we'll ignore that one for the moment. Again, once I've done that, I just click save to make sure that it's saved those changes for us. We'll then go back into our profit and loss. And this time we're going to add a calculation to our profit and loss statement. So again, in the top left-hand corner, we're going to click on the plus sign and we're going to select calculation. This calculation is EBITDA, so I will name it as such. And then the expression that we want to do here is going to be our gross profit minus our operating expenses. If you have a look, each line has a letter associated with it. In this case, my gross profit is C and my operating expenses is D. So if I do gross profit less my operating expenses, that's the expression that we're interested in there. So I'll paste that in to our expression field. The next thing that I want to do here is I want to rearrange the layout of my different areas of my profit and loss. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just drag my interest and depreciation up a few levels. I'm then going to grab my EBITDA calculation and do the same thing. So our layout is as we need it. The final thing that I need to do is update the net profit calculation. So our net profit calculation is going to be our EBITDA plus any other revenue minus any other expenses minus our interest, taxation and depreciation there. So in this case, it's K plus F minus G plus J in this example. So let's update our net profit calculation to reflect that. And that's it. So I've created a new grouping for our interest, taxation and depreciation, added in the calculation for EBITDA, and then updated my net profit calculation to reflect the changes in our financial statement. I click save. I then click close. And the final thing that I need to do is once I click close once more, the Phocas database will rebuild to reflect the changes that we've just made to the profit and loss. So I'll select yes. This might take some time depending on the size of your database. If you look in the top right-hand corner, the different colors of the small dot represent whether the database is building, whether it's complete, etc. So once that changes to green, we'll be good to go to look at our new layout. As you can see, the small dot has now turned green, meaning the database is available. If I reset my profit and loss, you'll now see that it's been updated with the additional groupings and additional calculations that we laid out. So that's how you create an EBITDA calculation within Phocas financial statements. Thank you.